Top 20 most beautiful presidential palaces in the world. Hello explorers, welcome to another informative video presented to you by Displore and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall take you on a real estate journey to show you the most beautiful presidential palaces around the globe. Rising to become the president of a nation is arguably the most distinct and demanding honor imaginably. Yet there are also many perks to such a powerful position. Not only do these dignitaries travel the world in outstanding airplanes such as Air Force One, but they are treated as guests of honor anywhere they set foot. None of the advantages of being a president are more rewarding, perhaps, than the majestic mansions they live in during their time in office. And nations will often use these marvelous buildings as a means to project their cultural identity to the world. From the modernist palaces to brightly painted presidential palace mansions, the palaces in this video do not only exude beauty because of the huge amount of cash dropped to get them to completion, but also project power, influence and excellence. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. With the most famous architectural designs, world-class beauty and excellence, here are the top 20 most beautiful presidential palaces in the world. Of course, in no particular order. Number 20. Presidential Palace, Tajikistan. Palace of Nations, also known as the White House, it is the official residence of the President of Tajikistan. In front of the presidential palace in the Dushanbe Flagpole, which is the second largest flagpole on earth. The construction of the White Palace began in 2000 and was dedicated to Ismail Samani, a famous Tajik poet. An image of the palace is imprinted on the back of a 500 Somoni banknote, which is the national currency of Tajikistan. In September 2018, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko became the first foreign leader to grace the new wooden halls and rooms in the palace. Number 19. Presidential Palace, Poland. The Presidential Palace is the official residence of the Polish head of state and president alongside the Belvedere Palace, located in Warsaw, Poland. Originally constructed in 1643 as an aristocratic mansion, it was rebuilt and remodeled several times over the course of its existence by notable architects. Since July 1994, the palace has been the official seat of the President of the Republic of Poland and featured distinct art, lush environment and superb interior decorations to make the list of the top 20 most beautiful presidential palaces. Number 18. Casa Rosada, Argentina. The Casa Rosada is the executive mansion and office of the President of Argentina. The characteristic color of the Casa Rosada is baby pink and is considered one of the most emblematic buildings in Buenos Aires. The building also houses a museum which contains objects relating to former President of Argentina. Under the direction of the English architect Edward Taylor, it was built to become a National Historic Monument of Argentina, which is a beauty to behold. Number 17. Presidential Office Building, Taiwan. The Presidential Office Building is the workplace of the President of the Republic of China on Taiwan. The building is designed by architect Ueiji Nagano during the period of Japanese rule of Taiwan of 1895 to 1945. The building has 10 entrances, but only the front entrance and west gate are used for official functions. The west gate, the former rear entrance of the building, features a grand marble staircase and porch lined with iconic and Corinthian pillars. We wonder what secret lies within its 10 entrances beside the beautiful doors. Number 16. Palacio do Planalto, Brazil. The Palacio da Alvorada is the official residence of the President of Brazil, located in the national capital of Brasilia. The building was designed by Oscar Niemeyer and built between 1957 and 1958 in the modernist style. It has been the residence of every Brazilian president since Juscelino Kubitschek and is listed as a National Historic Heritage Site. The building has an area of 7,000 square meters distributed along 3 floors, basement, landing and second floor. Located in adjacent buildings with palace guards are the chapel and the heliport. The building contains a lot of facilities such as movie theaters, game room, kitchen, laundry, medical center, the building's administration and banquet room. Number 15. The Flagstaff House, Ghana. Golden Jubilee House or Jubilee House is a presidential palace in Accra that serves as a residence and offices to the President of Ghana. The Flagstaff House was constructed and reconstructed and inaugurated by the government of John Agyekum Kufuor with the name Golden Jubilee House in November 2008, when construction was about 70% to 80% completed. The original budget of the reconstruction of $30 million was a grant from the Indian government. However, BBC journalist David Amano reported the construction may have cost as much as $45 to $50 million, and the general aesthetics, gardens, and decor explains why. Number 14. Abdeen Palace, Egypt. Abdeen Palace is a historic Cairo palace and one of the official residences and the principal workplace of the President of Egypt. This palace is considered one of the most sumptuous palaces in the world in terms of its adornments, paintings, and large number of clocks scattered in the palace and wings, most of which are decorated with pure gold, built by Khedive Ismail to become the official government headquarters instead of the citadel of Cairo. The palace was designated by French architect Léon Rousseau along with a large number of Egyptian, Italian, French, and Turkish decorators. The palace has a garden added to it in 1921, which has 500 suites and several museums. Number 13. Presidential Complex, Turkey. The Presidential Complex has been the presidential residence of the Republic of Turkey since June 2015. The building cost was double the initial estimate of more than $600 million and is home to the country's largest library with 5 million books. The compound consists of the main building and 2 support buildings to be used for meetings with visiting heads of state and dignitaries. With an area of 300,000 meters square, the presidential palace has at least 1,150 rooms, additional guest houses, a botanical garden, a situation room with satellite and military communication systems, bunkers able to withstand biological, nuclear and chemical weapons attack, a park and a congress center. The complex employs high security measures with additional insulation against wiretapping. Number 12. La Moneda Palace, Chile. Palacio de la Moneda, or simply La Moneda, is the seat of the President of the Republic of Chile. Works on the building started in 1784, with building materials arriving from around the world. Limestone, sand, red stones, white stone, oak and cypress wood, Spanish metal are just some of the priceless gems used on this mansion. 20 varieties of brick were baked in Santiago for the construction of lintels, corners, floors, moldings, and of the solid walls more than a meter thick. The building has been subject to several modifications throughout the years, made by different presidents, giving it the unique beauty it now has. Number 11. Quirinal Palace, Rome. The Quirinal Palace is a historic building in Rome, Italy, one of the 3 current official residences of the President of the Italian Republic, together with Villa Rosberry in Naples and Tenuta di Castelporosiano in Rome. It has housed 30 popes, 4 kings of Italy, and 12 presidents of the Italian Republic. The building involved several designers including Domenico Fontana, Carlo Maddeno, Guido Reni, and Melozzo De Forlì, to produce an exquisite palace set of famous gardens, majestic courtyards with the most beautiful halls, offices and apartments with 1,200 rooms. Number 10. Rashtrapati Bhavan, New Delhi, India. The Rashtrapati Bhavan presidential residence is the official home of the President of India, located in New Delhi, India. The main palace building was formerly known as Viceroy's House. In terms of area, it was the largest residence of a head of state in the world until the presidential complex of Turkey opened on 29 October 2014. It was built with 700 million bricks and houses a museum which is open to the public to give an insight on the view of the palace and its architecture. This palace is a true masterpiece of the arts, beauty and mystery. Number 9. Prague Castle, Czech Republic. Prague Castle is a castle complex in Prague and the official residence of the President of the Czech Republic. The Guinness Book of Records listed Prague Castle as the largest ancient castle in the world. It occupies an area of almost 70,000 meters square, at about 570 meters in length and an average about 130 meters wide. Despite the decades this castle has spent on Earth, the Czech Republic has been able to maintain and upgrade it to make the line up on the top 10 most beautiful presidential palaces in the world. Number 8. Abu Dhabi Presidential Palace, UAE. This palace is an insane-looking rendering which shows off a main palace expected to total more than 2 million square feet, smaller palaces, villas, and a smattering of other outbuildings and amenities. Construction of the new presidential palace is estimated to cost $490 million, and the project was awarded to Greek construction firm Consolidated Contractors Company. Also, architectural design was done by Abu Dhabi-based architects, Airwan Architectural and Engineering Consultancy Company, Wilson Associates, who designed the Abu Dhabi Hotel in Dubai. According to some experts in the field, this palace is the most expensive presidential palace in the world. Number 7. Unity Palace, Cameroon. The Unity Palace is the presidential palace of Cameroon. With the towering pillars that hold its walls, pleasant surroundings, and verdant greenery around it, the Unity Palace is a striking work of art which was designed by Clement Olivier Kakoub, and construction was done in the 1980s, and inauguration was done by the former president of Cameroon, Amadou Ahidjo, less than 4 months before his leaving power. The construction of the sumptuous luxury cost over $342.5 million, and it was made to be a real fortress and is currently considered to be the most beautiful presidential palace in Africa. Number 6. White House, Washington, D.C., United States. The White House is the official residence and principal workplace of the President of the United States, located at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, NW in Washington, D.C. It has been the residence of every U.S. president since John Adams in 1800. This building was designed by Irish architect James Hofburg between 1792 and 1800 and was built with white painted aqua Greek sandstones in the neoclassical style. The north front of the White House has 3 floors and 11 bays, but the ground floor is hidden in a way that the facade appears to have only 2 floors. Number 5. Grand Kremlin Palace, Russia. The Grand Kremlin Palace, also translated Great Kremlin Palace, was built from 1837 to 1849 in Moscow, Russia. Designed by a team of architects under the management of Konstantin Thorn, it was intended to emphasize the greatness of Russian autocracy. Konstantin Thorn was also the architect of the Kremlin Armory and the Cathedral of Christ the Savior. The palace is spread across 25,000 meters square with 9 churches, 5 reception halls, and over 700 rooms. Within the courtyard, the building forms the shape of a rectangle. It appears to be 3-story buildings, but it is 2 stories. Number 4. Buckingham Palace, United Kingdom. Buckingham Palace in London is the residence and administrative headquarters of the monarch of the United Kingdom. The polished, luxurious lifestyle of the British people is portrayed in how beautiful, classic, elegant, and timeless the palace has proven to be. With grand gardens, antique paintings, and royal embroidery peculiar to the British royalty, every little detail was taken into consideration as far as styling, designing, and decorating the palace was concerned. With constant renovations to fit the changing times while maintaining the ancient essence of the palace, this has made it to become one of the most beautiful palaces in the world. Number 3. Independence Palace, Vietnam. Independence Palace, also popularly known as Unification Palace, was designed by architect Ngo Viet Thu and was the home and workplace of the President of South Vietnam during the Vietnam War. During the fall of Saigon on 30th April 1975, it was the site of the end of the Vietnam War when the North Vietnamese Army tank crashed through its gates. This palace is such a beautiful sight to see as it holds historic aspects of the nation and many memories of its independence. Number 2. AK Orda Presidential Palace, Kazakhstan. The beautiful AK Orda Presidential Palace located at Astana is the official residence and workplace of the President of Kazakhstan. This presidential mansion was built within 3 years and officially opened in 2004. The palace is not used as a residential house, but as the official workplace of Kazakhstan. The gold and blue dome of the palace makes it stand out amongst other buildings in the city. The dome is not the only striking feature of the exterior of the palace. The different flooring patterns make using 21 types of marbles on a single building a cool and exotic feature. Hofburg Palace, Vienna, Austria. Hofburg Palace in Vienna is a marvelous example of Baroque architecture, and its construction was completed in 1279. The masterpiece palace was designed by Johann Bernhard Fischer von Erlach. The building was once the seat of the kings of the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation as well as the residence of the Emperor of Austria until 1918. Today, it is the home of the Austrian president and it is one of the most beautiful presidential palaces in the world. The beauty of this palace is the resounding from afar as the design incorporates the culture, history, and religions of many countries which have been involved in its past. There you have it, explorers. Those were the top 20 most beautiful presidential palaces in the world. Thanks for watching this video. If you did enjoy this video, do well to give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe and share with your friends.